Hey everybody! So today we are going to climb a tree, and I am going to show you the proper way to climb a tree and a few steps you need to take when you are climbing a tree to ensure that you are being safe. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to check the ground around the tree and move any big sticks or rocks just in case, one, I fall out of the tree. I don't want to land on those things. I'd rather land on flat ground. And two, when I actually intentionally get out of the tree, I don't want to step on them and hurt myself or twist an ankle. Too far out. I'm not going to get out on these high branches or this far out from the base of the tree, from the trunk of the tree. So I don't need to go that far out. Just get around the base of the tree. That's the root, that's the root. Good to go. Right, that's job one. Job number two, I'm just going to do a visual inspection of the tree and make sure there's no animals living in the tree. Make sure there's no surprise spider webs in the tree I'm going to get caught in or get on me or disturb. If something's living in the tree, there's a possum or a snake or spiders or anything, I don't want to disturb them. I'd rather just go find another tree to climb. Right. So we've had a look at the tree. We know there's nothing living in the tree that I can see. That means no big animals, no big things that are going to hurt me or I'm going to hurt. Next thing we want to do is we just want to make sure the tree is actually strong enough. So I'm going to find a branch, maybe this one here, and I'm going to just try and pull down on it. Using all my force, I can't make it move, and if I can hang from it and it doesn't move, I know it can support my weight. If, and we'll go over here just to show you an example, if I grab a branch and it bends downwards, it's probably not a good idea for me to climb that part of the tree because it's not going to support my weight. It may snap off and I'd fall, or it may damage the tree in some other way. So not good, not being safe for the tree, not being safe for myself. I don't want to get hurt, I don't want to hurt the tree. All right, next thing we're going to talk about is we're really quickly going to talk about how high to go in the tree. Now, for safety, I'm only going to go as high as I can reach. So I'm quite a tall bloke, I can reach about there. My body is not going to get any higher than that. I'm not going to go up on these branches up here because that wouldn't be safe. I'm only going to go as high as I can reach. If you're a younger student or a smaller student and you're shorter, you might not go as high. If you're a taller student, you might be able to go higher. So if you're climbing a tree with a brother or sister or mom and dad, be aware that the people you're with might not be able to go as high as you or might be going higher than you. That's not important, how high they're going. Just make sure you're being safe for yourself. All right, next thing I want to talk about is footwear, okay? You kids know I love being barefoot, and ordinarily, if I was going to climb a tree, I'd do it barefoot. However, Mr. Lynch has hurt his foot today, so as you can see, I have shoes on. And my shoes have quite a bit of grip on the bottom, so I'm not worried about slipping off the tree with my shoes on. However, if your shoes are quite flat on the bottom, don't have a lot of grip, or if you feel like it, you can feel free to climb barefoot. What I don't want is I don't want anyone climbing in sandals. As we can see here, Mrs. Lynch has sandals on. Not safe to climb in those sandals because there'd be too much slip and high potential for you to fall out of the tree. Now, we're going to talk really quickly about how we can avoid falling out of the tree. And the best thing I can do to make sure we are safe and not falling out of the tree is make sure I have 3 parts of my body touching the tree at all times. So that could be 2 hands and a foot. That could be 2 feet and a hand. It could be my torso and an arm wrapped around and a leg wrapped around. There's lots of different ways I can get those 3 points of contact. Okay? But I'm going to try and always have 3 points of contact to be safe. right, kids. Now, I've got 3 points of contact. I've got both my legs, my butt, and my arm securely wrapped around this tree. Okay? I'm going to keep that up as I move the tree. You'll notice I only move one part of my body at a time. I'm not moving multiple hands or multiple feet at once. I'm going to just move one part at a time. Again, as you can see, got 3 points of contact. Got my arm on the tree here, got both legs wrapped around the tree and secured in the bottom. Because I'm secured, I could take my arms off. My hips and bum are against the tree, so I'm nice and stable. You might be thinking to yourself, all right, so I climbed the tree. What do I do now? Now that I'm up in the tree, what do I do? And that's totally up to you. Be as creative as possible. You all have great imaginations. I'm sure you can figure out something to do. Try and move around the tree, try and find different ways to sit in the tree, try and get from one side of the tree to the other without touching the ground, have races with your friend, whatever you think you can do to keep yourself occupied. There are an infinite number of things you could do in a tree. I want to see you do a few of them. In fact, we're gonna have a bit of a race. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and get as far that way on the tree as I can, as quickly as possible. Now I'm gonna make sure I'm maintaining my safety, maintaining my 3 points of contact. But right now, I'm about as far this way as I can get. I'm gonna try and get as far that way as I can, as quick as possible, while being safe. That was about as high as I'd try and go based on my body height. Not many of you kids would go that high because you're not as tall. And right about there, I can see the leaves and the branches on the other side of the tree starting to shake a little bit, which means I'm causing the tree to bounce, and that's not great for the tree. So that's as far down the limb I'm gonna go, but I've got quite far from that end of the tree to this end of the tree. Just one thing you could do in a tree. I could now try and go back and try and find a different route. Instead of going straight back to the middle, try and go around the outside. It's really up to you kids. Your creativity and your imagination are the only limits on what you can do up here. But it's great to get up here. Trees give us oxygen. There's lots of fresh air up here in the tree, lots of fresh oxygen. And it's really great to get out, enjoy nature, play safe, and have fun.